And I will go through each and every one of you until I get my hands on that fat little bastard, Coach D'Amore.
Hey, James. I got a little business proposal I'd like to talk to you about.
Look at D'Amore, look at him bang off! Get him, Rhino! Get that big low! Who's this?
Oh, wait a minute! It's the Monster Abyss!
He's got him choked! Oh, and throttled and drives him down with the choke slam!
Black hole slam, and he nails it!
Never before has someone given so much of themselves to this sport and received so little in return. But we never hear about that, do we, Shane? Instead, we hear about this groundswell of sympathy for Ryan. The trials and tribulations that you face are nothing compared to the hardship that Abyss has had to endure. But he has conquered each and every obstacle that's come into his path.
Here comes the monster from behind! The Monster Abyss just hit the ring! And he drops Christian Cage, and the double clothesline takes down 3D!
He's ready to set his sights on gaining the World Heavyweight Championship. Abyss is a 6'8", 350-pound weapon of mass destruction.
He gets caught him by surprise there, Mike! Nails them both with a double clothesline and Rhino! Rhino coming in! We're gonna see these two in Final Resolution! Now put a shot to the elbow! Setting him up for the gore!
The end result
I will cut you in half with a
At Final Resolution, it's time for the Man Beast against the Monster. It's time for Rhino one-on-one against Abyss. Let's go to JB.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, about to make his way to the ring, accompanied by James Mitchell, weighing in excess of 350 pounds. This is the Monster Abyss!
Yes, it was a very intense James Mitchell that we just heard from, talking about how he's getting ready to turn his weapon of mass destruction loose on the Man-Beast Rhino. This all reverts back to that association between Team Canada coach Scott D'Amore and James Mitchell. D'Amore made a deal with the devil, and now it's time to see the Monster against the Man-Beast. What a matchup this is going to be.
His opponent from Detroit, Michigan, the Man-Beast, Rhino!
Well, Rhino, you know he knows what Abyss's mission is as he comes flying to the ring, and he's not going to stop. He goes right after Abyss, and we knew this was going to be a brawl, and it's not disappointed. Look at this as they just go right into the fight.
Yeah, would you expect anything less? You've got 6'2", 270 pounds of Rhino, who telegraphed the back body drop, and it cost him against the 6'8", 350 Monster Abyss.
Man, I'll tell you what, you don't realize how big Abyss is until you see him, because, I mean, Rhino is so huge, and Abyss towers over him. But Rhino's compact. He's going to have to use that compact strength and not allow Abyss any kind of room to get that black hole slam.
Abyss charges into the corner, but Rhino got the elbow up, now springs off the ropes, and took him over the top! What a clothesline, what power behind that from Rhino!
Sends him all the way out of the ring right there, and do the man, that just shows you how strong.
Look out!
There he goes, right on the back of Abyss.
How about that slingshot move by Rhino, crashing down on the top of Abyss? 270-pounder pulling off a move like that.
I'll tell you what, this Orlando crowd has gotten so behind Rhino ever since day one that he came here. Of course, he had the brief stint as the world champion. I think they just have adopted him, and they really get behind Rhino. It's been really nice to see him.
Yeah, really
energized him.
It has been amazing to see, to witness the fan support for Rhino. You said it energized him. It absolutely has. It's focused his career, I think, Don, especially at a point when he really needed it, all the problems that he went through. when he left the WWE before coming to TNA. All the personal problems as well, and he's absolutely turned his career around here in TNA, even to the point of winning the NWA World's Heavyweight title. And you realize that both Rhino and Abyss want nothing more than being right in that title picture as Abyss goes underneath the ring to pick up a steel chair.
But James Mitchell has got Abyss focused on one thing. It's just eliminating Rhino. I mean, these battle lines have been drawn, and Abyss has one goal, and that's just to make life hell for Rhino, and you can see he's doing it right there. What shots right there from the chair. Oh, man, those just hurt just watching it.
Violent shots to the back of Rhino, and then you notice that Abyss took the top of the chair and then just drove it down right across his back.
It's just like a sharp point right there. It's like catching the top of a rail. But Abyss, he has that one-track mind sometimes while he's concentrating on the chairs. That gave Rhino a chance to catch his breath and go right back at it.
You know, that may be the one negative. When you really break down Abyss in the ring, oftentimes he gets that tunnel vision, and it cost him here. He brought all the furniture out from underneath the ring. He tosses the chairs in, and that's enabled Rhino to turn it around, drops the leg, goes for the cover, and gets a 2 count.
Rhino knows one thing that he's got to do when he gets his opening. When the door opens, he's got to be fast, quick, and repetitive. He's just got to keep going at Abyss, not give him any chance, but that power right there as he just slings him.
You know, sometimes you can fight right through that tunnel vision, can't you?
Yeah.
When you're someone like Abyss, and you can take that kind of a beating, and then get right back to your feet and dish one out like he just did, shooting Rhino off into the corner. Mitchell loves this. He's got that steel chair. It's wedged in, it's sandwiched, positioned between the top and middle rope. And now, Abyss, his weapon of mass destruction, slowly makes his way over to Rhino and fires him off to the corner, but Rhino puts on the brakes.
Yeah, Rhino saw it there when he went in the corner and right away put his arms up. But now he does it. Shot him right into it. Wow. What a shot. You know, it's like you talked about that. There's nothing that grabbing somebody and flinging them like a sack of potatoes won't do to cure any kind of a momentum shift. You know what I mean?
Is it too simplistic to break this down as the black hole slam of Abyss against the gore of Rhino?
Well, that's what it's going to take. That's what they like to do. And if Rhino gets that opening, he's going to hit that gore, and he hits you like a freight train. It takes the air right out of you, and by the time you react, he's got the pin, and the black hole slam is one of the most devastating things we've ever seen in TNA.
But to hit a move like the gore, the specialty of Rhino, he needs to mount some kind of an offensive here. He needs to not only regroup and recover, as we see Andrew Thomas want no part of Abyss, but he has to weaken this monster Abyss. It's not like he can just pull that gore out of nowhere here. He's got to weaken him and get in position for the gore. The open hand slap. Oh man, directed right to the chest of Rhino.
Well, what makes it so devastating is your opponent's worn out and they don't have any kind of resistance when you hit it. I mean, you have to time it perfectly, because it's also one of those moves that you use so much of your own body throwing it into somebody like Abyss. The same thing with the black hole slam. You're literally picking somebody up, twirling them around and slamming them with all your power. You got to make sure that that opponent's weakened and wounded and has no chance to fight out of it.
Abyss with the head vice, but Rhino fights and gets right back up to his feet, then comes off the ropes, and Abyss dropped him in his tracks. Big boot leads to a 2. No, only 2.
Abyss right now, just you wonder what goes through his mind. James Mitchell has always been the one person that keeps him focused, keeps him grounded, keeps him going in the direction that he wants. And right now you can see it, that direction is trying to twist Rhino's head off his shoulder.
And it's also as if Mitchell is that one individual who has been able to communicate with Abyss, whether it's by words, whether it's by hand signals. He's been able to do it. Rhino, he took him up to his shoulder.
Yeah.
My God, that's 350 pounds that he had up.
I'll tell you what though, when he saw it, he went at it so quick and just got up there and just hit it and just slammed the back of Abyss's head. Look at this.
It was a desperation move, and we're going to take another look at it. Wow! Just absolutely amazed. He got him up to his shoulders and then powered him down to the mat.
His face planted him right there into the mat, and you can see Abyss right now is still shaken up, but Rhino is still tired from the beating that he took from Abyss, and he's having a hard time getting to his feet.
And not only the beating, but also the strength and energy that it took in one quick move to take the 350-pounder up.
block right into him, right into the gut. And here he comes and just nails him with the chair.
Steel chair shot from the man beast, has the monster rocking. Gonna take it, wind it up again. Wow, drove it right into the top of the head of Abyss.
Rhino just reaching back so he gets more arc in that chair shot. Because Abyss, let's face it, he's 6'8". You've got to make sure you get that shot high up there as the crowd yelling one more time.
And steel chair to the head. Yes, he gives them what they want, and that's why they love Rhino, the former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion here at the Impact Zone in Orlando. He's setting up in the corner.
Oh, look at there. You see Mitchell grab him with the cane.
Mitchell with the distraction. He's got his back turned. Keep your eyes on Abyss.
Oh,
he's got the steel chain in his hand. Oh, look out, Rhino, look out.
Oh, he hits him dead on in the face with it. Absolutely caught him with that steel chain. James Mitchell did what he set out to do, and that was to distract Rhino just enough.
Pin.
No, he gets out of it.
Wow.
How did he kick out of that?
I don't know, but that was really close to 3. Mitchell up on the apron now. We talked earlier about this communication. He's giving him the doomsday signal. He's setting off the detonator. He's setting off the detonator. He says Abyss, finish him off.
And there you can see Abyss sets him up, trying to wind him in, but no! Spine buster! Rhino connects!
How did he do it? Pin!
1, 2! Oh, man! I'll tell you, the strength of Rhino is just so impressive. When you deal with a guy that weighs as much as Abyss and picking him up like it's nothing.
Rhino driver!
Mitchell again communicating. Let's see Rhino back up to his feet.
He yelled Rhino driver!
No!
Yes!
How's he gonna do a Rhino?
He's gonna try it!
No way! Rhino driver? No! Impossible from there!
Oh, look at again, James Mitchell.
He's holding on to the leg of Abyss. He's keeping in position is what he was doing so that Rhino was not able to lift him up with a Rhino driver.
Abyss gets a free shot in it because of it again. Mitchell always keeping out of the way of the referee, and is it gonna be a choke slam?
Got him throttled.
Oh, nice kick right there by Rhino.
Whatever it takes. Rhino.
Oh no!
Look out!
Oh, slam on the chair!
Pin!
1, 2! Oh man, it was devastating on the chair.
The winner of the match, the Monster, Abyss!
It was just as physical, as brutal, and as violent as we expected. And it was the black hole slam that proved the difference. Yeah, a black hole slam onto the steel chairs after the interference by Mitchell.
Rhino's so close to hitting that Rhino driver right there, but let's see it. You can see he goes there, one shot into the chair. Look at these repeated chair shots here by Rhino. He just did one after another, and then there's the black hole slam right on the steel chair.
Wow, the back of Rhino as well as the back of his head, driven into the steel chair with 350 pounds of a black hole slam behind it. And the monster Abyss gets the victory at Final Resolution. To the back, Shane Douglas is standing by with the challengers tonight for the NWA World Tag Team titles, Shane and Team 3D.